Hey, everybody, welcome to the next episode of our Summer Arts Fundraiser series. We're so excited to be sharing this with you. It's a beautiful summer evening where I am here up in the mountains of Colorado, which is why there are snowshoes on the wall. So I hope wherever you are, you're enjoying your summer or whatever time of year it is for you. We are going to be, this session is going to be really fun. We're going to be sharing a demo of how to do vertical gardening. And let's see, I'm just checking here to make sure everything is coming through okay. And it looks like it is, so that's good. Okay. So what we're going to be doing is sharing a demo of Irene Nagudi from Uganda and with the kids that she lives with, and they're going to be showing how to do vertical gardening. And I think you're really going to love this. So before we jump in, I want to give you a little quick background of some of the things that we have going on right now. So first thing is that this is part of our Summer Arts Fundraiser series. And we would love if you would be so kind as to make a donation. We're splitting the proceeds this week with Irene, with Kichini Gardeners in Uganda to support the work that you'll see that she's doing, as well as you'll be supporting Green Team Academy. Plus, we're going to be planting a tree in your honor with Plant for the Planet Philippines. So all kinds of cool stuff going on with that. We really, if you decide to give $5 or anything more, then we'll be planting that tree in your honor, and every little bit helps. So if you want to become a sponsor, like Madison Hopkins just did, she's a eco-friendly, kind of eco-focused realtor here in Denver. And she has a podcast called Eco-Friendly Homes. And she was going to make a donation and it's like, hey, what the heck? Why don't I sponsor the film festival? So she did that. So you could also do something like that. And we would super appreciate it as we're working towards our 2021 International Climate Action Challenge. We want to be able to help 250 teams launch their eco initiatives in 90 days, like we did last year, where we helped teams launch during the pandemic. So there's scholarships available. Make sure you apply by August 1st. And all right, so let me go ahead and take that off. And the next thing that I'm going to do is tell you a little bit about Irene before I start the video here. So Irene Nagudi is in Uganda. She is the founder and team leader of Kichini Gardeners Initiative, which is a registered nonprofit in Uganda. And she is also an environmental scientist, and she is a business instructor with Work for Life, as well as a peace ambassador and educator under the Extremely Together Uganda chapter of the Kofi Annan Foundation. So you can tell that Irene has a lot of skills that she brings to this. And I think it's really cool that she has decided to work with youth and teaching gardening. And that's what you'll hear a little bit about. The sound is a little difficult, so that's why I'm giving you kind of an intro. So first you're going to see them getting the dirt and getting everything ready, and then they're going to be doing the transplanting in the second part. But this is her way to really do climate mitigation and to teach the younger generation about vertical gardening. So if you've been thinking, wow, I would love to grow something, but I don't have enough room or I don't have enough time, I think that this is going to really inspire you. So it's like 2 a.m. right now in Uganda, and this is why we went ahead and Irene was kind enough to record ahead of time with the boys that she lives with right there. You know, Uganda is in the middle of a 42-day lockdown due to the coronavirus, and yet they are able to grow their own food and work on this stuff because they're all living together there. So it's really inspirational. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and start this video.
and it's really
Remove
a pleasure
my.
that
It's a little
we
bit
share
hard to
this with
hear, but
you.
hang in there. I
We
think
present
you'll
on
really enjoy it.
Transplanting Academy under the Summer Art FUNdraiser series. And we'll be sharing part of our work, how we do gardening with children, how we do connect children to nature conservation and civic responsibility. It's really a pleasure that today we're going to be using plastics plus art, which we believe is equal to magic. When you bring together the children, when you bring together the plastics, which are really displaying our planet today, we do believe, plus the souls, we do believe we can make magic out of it. So today, we're going to be showing upcycling of gardens, and this is what we have so far. And we're going to be putting in the soil mixtures, putting some seedlings, and we shall be ready to go. So tune in and be ready to enjoy the rest of our video. Thank you.
Bye bye.
So we're going to start. Let's get to work, boys.
Everybody,
I just said bye. So
na good teaching abana wa teaching.
action tuzigatamu okwalinga ki kanisha. Okay? So I expect you to teach other kids, okay? Tuyambako bikutanimera nga bitonotono lwaki tubimenya bisobole omenyeka amangu obuvunda amangu tuli fenna isan kwata tandika good. Ekisingayo ogunjega
Kuba wata atali kwenda step ate. Kuba ndokola biki. Ndina hizi mazida. Ndina kusanyira katwa. Ndina ndoza. Akudu amaliza na kana kwa tunarudi.
lazima tusigaye ddala tuli fenna
Bugire ko gumtu. Kukola babiri. Nando okada kumpakole.
ebyobutundu bikyaliwo buba amanyi we biri okoweeki olaba woyiyizaako ugwe more onion chili
Usokwata mungalo.
ate kaspedi
Akutika
omuwe kasoka agenda ali sakara.
mungalo.
Thank you.
Mom, dikuta obuati, onion. Hurry up. Hurry. Go tana nje kandia gidi na.
Bringing.
Kuna ati sana.
Then after we filled up all the things, we make sure we mount them. Let me say, in case it rains, also the things are out of the tree. So we mount them, we just bring in our seedlings, we transplant, and we will show what are vegetables. Now for this kind of gardening, we can use vegetables like Chinese cabbage, lettuce, we can use spring onions as well, chips. This helps us in order to make sure we can have something for our, should I say, dining table on a daily basis. So this is something that is good for kids. We find that they can reach it. Those who are still little, at least they have a sexually can solve, and those who are still older, they have some can solve. So this is a sample, and once we're done, we will be showing the transplant without put onto this hand. And again, so this is what we have. These are our cans, and these are the plastic bottles with recycling. We've been having many of them, so we're like, let's give them some work, let's put them to use. And this is what we've made. In 2 days' time, after our matters decompose and all that, the decomposing materials, We're going to be transplanting on terminators, the red and green, spring onions and spring garlic. So we're going to be transplanting them onto this, and we'll be having tons of vegetables. So this is some of the work we do with the children, and mainly we do use to see that we reach out to more children out there to use them in simple conservation techniques. Not to wait till universities or with young people to know about conservation, but I believe the time is now, introducing them to conservation and letting them know that plastic pollution is on the rise. Our water bodies are facing this. Our great request is anyone who can help us out there in order to get all this work to different children out there gardening. Let them love agriculture, let them love the soil, and I believe they will not respect the farmer who produces food that they see on the table. This is so great. And transplanting.
Transplanting is the removal of a seedling from the nursery bed to the main garden.
Wow. So today this is our nursery bed, the seedling trays, and this is our main garden. So we're transplanting into the bottles. Okay, let's get to work.
Bye, I miss you.
Who's transplanting fast? Who's going fast? Who's transplanting fast?
Me.
Come on, pick a
Me first.
Pick a seedling.
Hey,
today you're going to learn. You press down, then hold the arm. How with the soil? Okay. So which one are you planting in? No, you can start with this one. Dig a hole. And put in. Wow, great one.
Dig a hole.
You can put it there. So you press it lightly and you're good to go. Well done. Wow. Half a transplant. Hey, clap for him. Why? So who's going next? So who's going next? Boo boo. You press down, then pick it with the soil. Press down, pick it with the soil. Hey, like this with the soil. Pick it with the soil. Pick it with the soil. Pick it with the soil. So where are we planting it?
Dig a hole.
Dig a small hole. Put it in. Yes. A small hole. Can you show him how?
Do this now. Come, bring your arm. Press here.
Slowly. Go. So you can plant it.
Can you come?
What can you do?
Transplanting is the removal of the transplanting is the removal of the, and then you put some fish to cover.
Do you see the bottles we have cut into two?
Yes.
Bring the bottle.
First we plant this.
Okay. Get another seedling. Let's make a hole. Put it in. Press it gently. And we're good to go.
We're good to go.
So today this is our garden. We're having green lettuce on actually.
And
leaf oak.
And
Parsley.
carrots.
No, it's parsley, my dear.
Parsley.
Yes. So that's what we have. And up here we're going to plant some spring garlic.
Spring
I
garlic.
think I'm that one, but you don't see what you do with.
You bring a chair.
Okay.
You bring a chair.
Don't fall. Yes. So dig a hole. Garlic or chips.
some because I never put too much soil.
It's okay.
I can bring more soil.
Okay.
I can bring more soil.
We have more soil, don't worry. Don't
What I
worry.
put there? I can
Then also put it.
If I bring more soil.
So we're good to go.
Unaweka hapa koko. Sasa tuzema sasa.
You can put this as well.
Ako kaje mkawaini. Nikalikema. Mwaso.
And we're good to go. What's our garden? Should I call it our garden? It's good to go. So we do have the leaf oak lettuce or the green lettuce. Then we do have parsley. And we do have the cheese or what you can tell me.
Cameraman.
Why do we cover them?
I don't know. To prevent oxygen.
No.
Carbon dioxide.
No.
Nitrogen.
No. We're protecting the seedling from direct sunlight, also keeping the moisture in, okay? It's still very young, so it's still delicate. It needs our help, okay? So thank you, boys.
Thank you, girls.
We're done with our transplant. We've already space, as you're going to see the other towers we worked on, all the stands. So this is what we have, and we've covered our seedlings to protect them from too much sunlight, keep the moisture in. So since they're still young, and as we know lettuce tends to be delicate, we're trying to protect it the little we can. So still we are using plastics. Our simple video, this is one way of working towards climate mitigation. We all know that climate change is on the rise, and when it comes to metropolitan areas, you're going to find that we need more greener, should I call them spaces. Some of us, since we're into the urban setting, we have nowhere to plant our trees. But imagine if we do have lots of gardens around us. Imagine if this plastic, because it do heads into the water bodies, and this distorts the coastal life, the sea life, and all that. So imagine we are protecting also the carbon sinks. Instead of the plastics heading there, we're protecting them. So you find that as children, they learn how to contribute to climate mitigation, and they learn to know more about climate change because it's on the rise. And most of the children don't know it. They just know that what climate change, what happens next. So that's where we, the young people, have to step up. So after all this, we do kindly ask for donations towards this fundraiser in order to make sure we do make our planet a safer place for the children, for youth, and for the elderly as well. This is one way we can teach the children to be responsible citizens at an early stage. Thank you so much. We do greatly appreciate all the support which we receive from different people during this fundraiser, and we do hopefully believe we can make an impact in our world today. We can make an impact starting from our region as we push it to different continents and across the planet.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Irene, and thank you, boys, for showing us how to do all that. That's just mind-blowing, that all the little tricks and the ways that you have figured out to really just take action right where you are. And so again, this is in Uganda, in the middle of a pandemic, and still being able to grow your own food and teach kids about climate mitigation by helping them do something directly. So if you are interested in supporting us, then do it right now. I put the link in there. Anybody that contributes this week will be planting a tree in your honor with Plant for the Planet Philippines, and we'll be splitting the proceeds between Green Team Academy and the Kichini Gardeners. I also wanted to mention that we have a film festival coming up, and it is a really exciting thing that we're doing. This is our first time doing it. It is the Wild and Scenic Film Festival, and it's happening on August 3rd. And it's a really fun experience. I'm going to put the link in the chat there for you in a second here. But you'll see that in addition to doing so when you get a ticket, in addition to doing the live screening, participating and watching all the short films, that we also have a filmmaker Q&A, plus you're going to get 5 days to be able to catch up on all the films. So those of us that are on the film selection team, that's Coralie and Claudia, and also Shayna has been working with us reviewing films too, that all these films are so beautiful. We just watch them and cry. And so we can't wait for you to see them as well. So this is Detroit Hives and Me Mama, Iniskim, In the Land of My Ancestors, Who's Your Farmer, Green Gone, Baked Fish, the Cultivating Youth Leaders in Southeast San Francisco, Nature Now, Stories from the Blue Ocean Guardians, From Darkness to Light, and Words Have Power. So I'm not going to go through all those in detail right now, but I just wanted you to know that this is a super exciting thing that we have in the works for you. That will be August 3rd. I'll put that link in the chat there. And if you're interested in sponsoring a film or sponsoring a team, that would be awesome. Sponsoring a team for the Climate Action Challenge. So thank you so much for joining us today. And I hope that that look at what an environmental scientist can do, such as Irene is showing us, Irene Nagudi in Uganda, working with kids and teaching them, instead of having this hopelessness about climate change, she's showing them directly, this is something we can do right in our backyard. So thanks so much for joining today. And remember, the time for action is now, because there is no planet B. Thanks again. See you soon. Bye.